So we're going up the road. This is his first time out on the road. So that's, I think, only the second car he's seen. So obviously this little fella is a tiny little pony, and he's not, you know, I'm on the back and we've got this four-wheeler. People say, what can a pony pull? Well, this pony can pull this with comfort. There's no way we'd put him under any stress above what he can do. How they arrange, you know, or come to the decision of what a pony can pull. A lot depends on how fit the pony is, how the pony's made, obviously the structure of the pony and the weight of the pony itself. So this little fella's just going up here lovely now in the traffic. Well, what little bit of traffic there'll be. We've left it till the evening because the problem being it's been a bit hot today. So we don't want him to be hot and sweaty, so we've left it till the evening time. Made him the last little thing. If you could just bring him back to a walk now, Deb, for me, will you?
Wow.
Oh, that's it, lovely. So I'm just pleased. This pony's only in a little soft rubber bit. He's going along. What we're looking for, just out of interest, if anyone, we're looking for the ears, the soft ears, moving them, picking up information through his ears, the tail off his quarters, yeah, and the fact that he will stop when he's told. So if we do like a quick stop now, right now, pull him up, stop. That's it, lovely. And he's got to stand like that quiet. Now ask him just to walk away.
Walk.
Now again, you see, I know it's crude, but at this stage of the pony's training, there's nothing wrong at all with tapping him with the reins. Why do I say that? Because it will happen. With the best of drivers, you will drop the reins on him at some time. You know, it just happens. So it's best he gets used to him rubbing over his quarters, etc. So what Deb will do now is let the reins go slack down his side so that he can feel them. And if you think, well, can he feel that? Well, he can feel a fly, and he shakes his skin when there's a fly on there, doesn't he? So he can certainly feel them. So this is lovely. Just ask him to walk again. I mean, Debbie's perfectly capable of driving this pony without what I'm asking her to do, so I can see what's happening, yeah? So you're going to stop him here now, Deb, please? Yeah. Now this is the thing I never get a chance much to do, is because obviously a lot of horses in, and a tremendous amount of hours we work, you know. I mean, this is coming now 6 o'clock in the evening, and I've been up actually since 5. I mean, I'm not complaining, I love my job. I'm just going to walk down here now, and do you see how straight this pony moves? I can see from behind, I've had his tail up, you know, he's had his tail up in the air, you know, wrapped up, so I can see. Yeah, see, he moves lovely and straight. This is in early stages of training. This is not, you know, we're not ending, you know, we're not nearly finished or anything. So it's just early stages of training. So he's just stand still now, darling. I never believe in going to a pony's head, you know. I don't want to do that. And this is nice to see. This is, I want to get going. I'm not prepared to wait here. I'm going to get, oh baby, stand still. So this is, I'm not prepared to wait here. I need to go now. I'm enjoying this. You asked me to pull this cart and I want to do so. So that little bit of fuss there is good. That's something that we need, excuse my fingers on the lid, that's something we need to do to get him to understand when we asked him to stop, yeah, and stand still. That's what he's got to do. So after that little tantrum there, he's standing quiet. Debbie's not pulling him on the reins, she's just holding the reins gently, and he's just happy and quiet. Now we're going to go another literally 500 yards and then we're going to go home, because this is his first time on the road, on the public highway. All the training with this particular pony's been done in the arena and round, you know, we have access to the great big estate here, so we've been round the fields. The reason I've done that with this particular pony is he needed to build some muscle up. Well, his best place to build the muscle up would be around the fields where the going's a little rougher, but we can stop wherever we like, when we like, and we're not impeding the flow of traffic. We're just going on nicely. So in that respect, that was the thing to do with this. With another pony, maybe it would never see the field till the end of his training, you know. So they're all different. But this dear little fella, now he's standing. All he's got is a soft piece of rubber in his mouth. He's got one of our new bits in, one of the new styles of bits we're using, which is it's thinner one way. So between the bars of the pony's mouth, it's much thinner than it is the other way. So it still retains the strength that's required of a bit, but very, very pliable, soft rubber. It's not hard in any way at all. You could tie it in a knot if it was long enough to tie in a knot. We've got a car coming now. This is lovely. And he just should stand quietly. Yeah. So a little, we went over the, so the motor car went over a twig there and broke something. You know, broke a twig or a branch, which made him start, but he didn't really move at all. So that's quite lovely. But bear in mind, he's already been in the arena, been around the field, so he's heard a lot of crunching and bunching under the cart, you know, twigs breaking, etc. But if someone said to me, well, how do you do that? It's not that I don't want to tell you, but you must remember that every pony is an individual. I think you'd say the same, Deb, wouldn't you? You've broke plenty out there, yeah? So, you know, there would be, you know, different ponies, you know, and different horses. They're all individuals. You can't talk about them as though you put, I mean, if that was the case, we could produce them on a conveyor belt, wouldn't we? Be, you know, they'd be coming off the end every day, you know. But there he is, he's quite happy. So what we're going to do, we're going to go another 100 yards. I'm going to hop on the back. And, I mean, I'm a big fella. Debbie's, of course, very, very tiny and weighs nothing at all, very much. And we've got the vehicle. So if you add it all up, it comes to quite a bit. But the pony is not puffing and blowing. You've seen us come down the road here. He's not puffing in any way. He's just standing there perfectly quiet. He's not breathing heavy, nothing at all. This will be a quarter of a mile, maybe nearly half a mile. And half a mile, so he would have done a mile, but we've been standing around a little bit as well. So yeah, lovely little pony. Just need to bring his head in a little bit and up a tiny bit, but we'll do that as time goes on. It's early days yet. Okay. All right then, Deb, if you want to go on.
Walk.
So you see then he's learning to use his body weight because of, you know, that's it. And we just want to go as slow as we can, really. And you've got to give him a little bit of leeway. You can't expect him to... That was nice, a bit of a noisier truck there. So that was quite sweet to have that. And then we just get to this sort of telegraph pole coming up. We just go just past that. And we turn round because there's a sort of like a lay-by almost on the grass that if we have to go, because like something comes along here fast, we won't be in its way. So very, very pleased with this. So what we'll do is use, you know, we're training him, so we'll have the brake covered and a turn. And you see this nice turn here, look, quite lovely. And we don't want him to rush back, we just want him to walk. Obviously at this short distance, he knows, you know, that's where all my other friends are, all my other horses are in there, the other ponies, etc. So he knows that much. And obviously as time goes on and we cover more distance on the road, he'll know where he is and he'll know the way home. But at the moment now, he's just walking beautifully, his tail's off, his ears are pricked forward, he's nice and relaxed, his skin is not tight over his body, he's just doing the job lovely. Debbie, of course, is an experienced driver, which it does help, you know, to be an experienced, know what you're doing. But of course, when you've never touched a pony before and you're asked to drive it, one that's still in training and the early parts of training, that, you know, shows her skill off, if you like. But also, she's very calm and quiet. You don't hear her raise her voice. She doesn't pull the reins. I mean, a lot of you have seen Ree that works, you know, does a sort of thing, you know, with training, and all of us just try and be as quiet as we can. So if we do raise our voice, it means something. If I say to him, that'll do, you know, in a certain tone of voice, he'll pay attention to what we're saying. So now we're going to come over towards the grass verge, slightly to the edge of the road, because we're coming up to a bend and we've got a car behind us that's coming up. And also what we want to do is, you won't be able to hear this on this GoPro, but we're going over all the stones on the edge of the road, which makes a noise, you know, different to the rest of the surface. And then what we'll do, we'll run this front wheel up here a bit onto the grass. Yeah, I think Debbie's ready when she's ready to do so. So we've got a little bit of wobble on the vehicle. It's harder to pull, it's harder for the pony to keep it straight, because this wheel's obviously finding it harder to go along than the offside wheel. And that's another little part of training. Also, there's different noises now. If I had another...
Walk on, laddie.
Go on. That's it. Oh, it's a rabbit there. She's just seen a rabbit in the hedge there. Wonder what that was, I think. But not upset by it, but there you go. So, absolutely lovely. So, real nice little fella, really. So we'll just trot on home and then we'll pick it up when we get back to the yard. Just pushing this gate open, it's blown a bit. There's all the other carts here and a bit of clearing up to do by the looks of it. And the little fella's outside. Okay, bring him in then, Deb. To open this gate again, it's catching on the wind. So here he comes. Goliath, as we call him. That's it, just put him on the wall here. Oh, that's it. Come here, my baby boy. He's a good lad. So, Deb, what do you think then?
I think that was absolutely amazing. I am impressed with the amount of power this little kid has.
Yeah, really, it always amazes me. You know, people say they can only carry 1.5 times their body weight. I mean, we've done quite a few things here, you know, with the vet, you know, vets being here, checking the heart rate and everything like that. And it's absolutely amazing what they can pull. So what are you thinking about England? What do you like?
What's not to like? I love the thatched cottages, the idea that I can go to a pub and have real fish and chips. And
what's your favourite drink?
Oh, that would have to be a bitter shandy.
Is that right? So you're enjoying yourself, yeah?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And what's it like back home now? Where is it? You're part of...
Saskatchewan, Canada. There was a bit of snow when I left.
Yeah.
There's often snow until... We'll get a few more snowfalls until the end of April.
Yeah.
And hopefully by then it'll be smooth sailing. But we have been known to get snow on June 1st. So.
And what about the temperature? What's the coldest it's been this year?
Oh, it's probably been like minus 47 with the wind chill.
Minus 47?
Minus 47.
Really?
Yeah.
I think that's
why
I don't go out in the winter. Okay, Deb, thanks very much indeed. Well, I hope you enjoyed that, everybody.